It's the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2026 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Steeler offense getting out there for his opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
Throw complete to Thielen. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. The Texans have Jalen Noel at the ready. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Not a lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who earn postseason wins each of their first 2 seasons. And that's exactly what C.J. has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston. And now a little more help around him and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Stroud off of play action. And the coverage is too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in. so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll air it out on third. This is Kirk. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets them the first.
And the Texans first down.
All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Stroud off the play fake. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. Short pickup to their own 31. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. We've set it down from 37. Motioning left is their running back. Stroud to throw on first down. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroyed that play, they destroyed drives. Well done, defense.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. Catch made by Woody Marks. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third and long for him here. Looking slant route, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
The Texans set to punt. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Plain zone coverage in the NFL. We focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Dumps it off to his running back. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Play made by E.J. Speed.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. Rodgers slides down, and he picks up the first.
A gain of 10 yards.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Play action here with Rodgers. Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 2nd and 3 now. Rodgers from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
On 2nd down, Warren. He'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Now Rodgers on this 3rd and short. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Corliss Waitman on to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And some professional English on that ball as it bounces out just short of the end zone at the 2-yard line. This Texans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Brooks. This drive is going to start out at a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line, get a good push, get a good gain, get some positive yards. Job well done.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Now up the middle, it's Marks. He's got room to roam. He's going to have them up to that 23. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
1st down. 1st and 10.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. In the gun, Marks gets it. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run, brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Running the toss here to Marks. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. Finds his back, marks. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st down. A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Texans.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped by the perennial All-Pro and Defensive Player of the Year contender. That's T.J. Watt.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Stroud. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. That's another Texans 1st down. A 41-yard gain. 1st down.
That's just
Houston.
awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Going left with Marks. He got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on 1st down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans get the game's 1st points here in the 2nd. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And they add one on to their 1st touchdown of the contest.
Steelers, nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Pittsburg getting its offense all set to go. Still in search of their 1st points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Completed to his running back. And he's got 5, and we've got our 2-minute warning. And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Rodgers will look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And the Steelers have a first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
It's Warren on 3rd down. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down throw here by Rodgers. And this is going to call incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now we've got to regroup for 2nd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
To throw again here on 2nd down. Rodgers throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
A gain of 6 on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break.
6-yard attempt.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, the points on the board, and maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
Chris Boswell to kick
So we'll
off
see if
for
it's a kick
Pittsburgh.
return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first two quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, it's Jalen Knoll. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the third. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They kick the running back in motion. First down, Stroud has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Stroud to throw on first down. Looking underneath for Marks. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 now from the 46. On the pistol, they're going to run with Marks. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Shotgun now for Stroud. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Try and get in it to Nico Collins. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Quick slant here to Kirk. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down throw by Stroud. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, second and 10. Now Marks. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is third and 11. Here he goes, third and long. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a fourth down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Now Rodgers. He's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively. But listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this third and long.
Four guys out wide. Here we go, third and long. Third and long for him here. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up fourth down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
The Steelers set to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. Out now come the Texans on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. The trusty tight end.
To the air, Stroud. They'll set up the screen here for Marks. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. This connects with Schultz. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A gain of 15 there. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
First down. A gain of 15. And the Texans 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Setting up the running back screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, with the big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. They send a man in motion. On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute to convert on these 3rd downs.
And this is marked out all the way down at the 6. They'll be dangerously close to their own goal line for this series. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. To the air on 1st down. Rogers connects on the crosser. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Off the play fake. Here's Rogers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Austin makes the grab downfield. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On first down, Warren. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Counterplay here, Warren. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
He motioned the tight end over. Rodgers from the gun. Brings it in. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Slot man's in motion right. Begin the drive with Chubb. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. On play action, here's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Texans.
We've set it downs from 37. Here's Chubb up the middle. Jukes away from one. Up to the races, middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Steelers 10.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a first down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. He'll look to throw it. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Setting up to pass. That's DK on the slant. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. The Steelers calling their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. to throw. That's incomplete left side.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Inside 90 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Give him 25 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Warren. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here he is to throw. Taking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. It's intercepted. That will do it. And the Texans will take over as this gets thrown out to the 20-yard line.
Turnover on downs.
Well, there ends danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Here's a design run. So the Texans come away with the road win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Pittsburgh.